Good morning, and thank you for joining us for our first session of our FRYSC Resilience Community of Practice. We're so happy that you're able to join us this morning, and we're looking forward to going on this learning journey with you. We want to today spend some time focusing on the basics. We want to talk about the basics of what a community of practice is, and then we want to get into some basics about resiliency. So we're going to get started here this morning and just talk first about what is a community of practice. So this is a group of people who engage in a process of collective learning in a shared domain of human endeavor. All right, so there's lots of words in there, lots of big words in there. So let's break it down a little bit more and look at the three critical characteristics of a community of practice. So the first one is what's called the domain, and this is the identity, and it is identified by a shared domain of interest. So for us, that's resiliency. That is our domain. The membership, therefore, implies a commitment to this domain, and therefore a shared competence in around this particular topic. And like I said, for us, that is resiliency. So the second critical characteristic is the community. So in pursuing the interest in the topic or domain, members engage in joint activities and discussions, and they help each other and they share information with each other, right? So there's a community built around this shared interest in learning about the topic. And our next is the practice, because a community of practice is not merely a community of interest, right? So members of the community are practitioners. We hope to develop a shared repertoire of resources, experiences, stories, tools, ways of addressing recurring problems. And in short, it's a shared practice. And this part takes a little time and it takes some sustained interaction. And so that is why we have scheduled throughout the spring and the summer times for us to get together as a community and develop these skills. Okay, so those are our three critical characteristics of communities of practice. So I want to share some examples of activities that could be happening with our community of practice. So we have things like problem solving, requests for information. So this will be a place where you could come and ask for particular information that you're interested in. Experiences, so being able to seek experiences through interacting with this community. Reusing assets, so sharing tools with each other. Coordination and synergy, a way and a place to grow some confidence around the topic. That's another activity of a community practice. And some of those other ones, you know, visits, identifying gaps in competence. There's lots of activities that can happen during our time together as a community. I did want to spend some time on norms as a group. As a community, we want to make sure that we all are operating with the same norms, right? So we did want to share this list. The first is respecting time. So we do and will start and finish on time as a way to show respect for our time. We do ask that you come as you are and that you be present when we are in the sessions that we've got on the schedule. We want you to, and we will, acknowledge and respect each other through honesty, kindness, active listening, taking turns, and assuming positive intentions of others. Okay, we want this community to collaborate willingly and to solicit input. We want to cultivate curiosity and open-mindedness, and we want to honor vulnerability and learn from failures. And this list of norms was developed by Miriam Silman, who is a part of the Cabinet for Health and Family Services. And she has done training with our staff and also been, she's offered trainings at Victory Over Violence and I think maybe even Fall Institute. But I do know Victory Over Violence for sure. She has presented there. So we are thankful for Miriam and her input on these norms. And we will share these at subsequent sessions as well, just so that they're fresh in our minds when we begin our interactions in those sessions. All right, and at this point, we are going to go into breakout groups where we're going to ask you to talk about, and if you're watching the video after we've had the live session, you can spend this time thinking about why you wanted to join this community of practice. What led you to sign up and become a part of this community? And then the second question we'd like for you to answer in your groups, or if you're thinking about this afterwards, what do you hope to gain? What do you hope to learn? What do you hope to achieve by your participation in this community of practice? So we're going to do a breakout group for, I think 15 minutes is what we have down for this breakout group, and just answer those questions with each other. If you don't know each other, do some introductions first, and then ponder the questions and discuss the questions. What led you to join the community of practice, and what do you hope to get out of being a part of this community of practice? When we come back from the breakout groups, we're going to give you the opportunity to share what you've discussed, but you don't have to if you don't want to. So, all right, without further ado, we will get the breakout group started.